With the 9th pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select
Frank Kaminsky
from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select
Justice Winslow from Duke University.
With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select
Miles Turner from the University of Texas.
With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select
Trey Lyles from the University of Kentucky.
With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select
Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky.
With the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select
Cameron Payne
from Murray State University. With the 15th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select
Kelly Oubre
from the University of Kansas. With the 16th pick in the NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select
Terry Rozier.
With the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select the small forward from UCLA.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir. Wow, that's official.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibration. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Ma. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette, my dude Vig.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, Harlem in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you,
Yeah.
uptown.
He's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who is also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell her, Mama.
You know, Mama.
Go get him, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibration.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibration.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go, my first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan. Going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Freak.
Yeah, and whether he has friends and family in the crowd tonight or watching at home, I know a lot of people are proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg. Not just tonight and not just this season, but for years to come.
Now, here's Calderon looking for his first basket still in this one. The three ball. The shot no good. In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling. So earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production on the court?
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboard. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances, too, guys.
Freak, he's in at three. Mayo out there with Jared Bayless. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Parker in at the 4 slot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for the Knicks. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much backing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
And O'Quinn kicks to Calderon. They set the pick. Six on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Now we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Bayless dishes to Freak. Now Bayless. Plumlee with a screen on Calderon. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet really moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too.
1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. Carter Williams, the pass to Freak. Back to Carter Williams. To the inside. Freak. Excellent D there from Williams.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Seconds left to play in the first half. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the Bucks arguably were the best story in the Eastern Conference last year. How about going from the bottom of the barrel to a 6th place finish in that Eastern Conference?
And the second free throw, good. And for the Bucks, a lot of their improvement came, Greg, as you're talking about, in their play against the Eastern Conference. They went 30-22, Clark, against the rest of the conference.
A nice step for a young team, but you look at it more closely. Basically, the Bucks beat teams they should have beaten, but you know, Kevin, the good teams do that consistently, so a good step for them.
Here's the screen. Follow against Mayo. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to Galloway from outside the arc. No luck. Parker. No good. And we've reached half. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Melo.
Substitution on the court.
Bucks trail by 16, and New York looking at who they've got. Calderon and Galloway are the guard set. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Williams. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. Milwaukee, no good that time either. New York's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out the break. And Bayless kicks to Parker. He feeds it to Freak. 1:12 left to play here in the third. Can't hit the free throw line jump. One thing about Jose Calderon, you could see the frustration in him last season playing a career low 42 games, and his averages were down pretty much, Greg, across the board.
Yeah, and Kevin, he was brought in to kind of invigorate the Knicks' point guard position, but following a preseason calf injury, you know, he missed the team's first 13 games and never was able to really get going. Remember, coming into a new system where he had to learn how to play differently, and then after all that, you know, you have to shut him down because of that left Achilles.
And that bucket right there, folks, is the first official NBA basket from Freak.
You know, you got to be happy for him. I mean, that's a great way to open up his NBA scoring account.
Well, everybody is happy to see him put the first points of his career on the board. Coaches, fans, teammates, everybody.
Calderon has the open look. Off target from the wing.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Parker dishes to Freak. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Galloway. Anthony nowhere around. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got 3 assists in the game. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a 1-0 Knicks. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Amundsen comes in for Langston Galloway, and it's Carmelo Anthony in for Aaron Aflalo. Freak in at small forward. Jabari Parker is out there with Miles Plumlee. Then it's Vasquez, and it's Bayless in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. At the elbow, it's Freak. Clock at 4. Right wing. Here's Parker. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. It's going to be on Freak from Milwaukee. Well, Clark, what can you say about the Knicks last season? They had a lot of trouble. On the road trips, among other things.
Well, especially on the road. I mean, only managed to get 7 road wins on the season, Kevin.
A different look for New York. Flalo comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Porzingis.
And for the Knicks last season, they actually shot decently on the road. They just didn't play any defense. And that's kind of what did them in.
Feeds it to Freak. Shot on the wing. Rebound by Williams. Smooth sailing for New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing of Flalo. Pass to Galloway. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Now Bayless. There's Freak. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into. And it takes passing like that to get it done.
So no problem for New York as they get the...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony. He had a tremendous first half, and that clearly inspired the whole team after halftime. And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting...
Coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're going to be there. Playing in front of them in an NBA uniform for the first time is going to be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's going to be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
The lights are on as we look across the East River and see New York City. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Evans. Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Parker's checked in for Henson. Freak comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton's checked in for O.J. Mayo. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Freak in at small forward. Monroe is out there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Bayless in at the 1 spot.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for centers. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
Stolen away. Here's Hollis Jefferson, defended by Middleton. Here's Sloan. Cans it from downtown.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Bucks trail by 5. Passes it to Monroe. From 12 feet out. Connects. The jumper drops. Monroe's got 8 points.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
There's the feed to Bogdanovich. Picked by Bargnani. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. There's a screen by Robinson. Sloan shot is off.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Now the dish to Bogdanovich. Bargnani a screen on Middleton. Here's Bogdanovich to the wing right side. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Sloan. And again, Booker with the triple.
That's 2 straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Now Bayless.
Move the ball.
The pass to Freak. Feeds it to Bayless. Here's Middleton. Not enough on that one as it misses. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
Here's Bogdanovich, and it's blocked. The offense coming free. And that's it. Coach Lionel Hollins known for his no-nonsense style, but he'll tell you he's still got a good sense of humor.
I told him, oh, you can joke with me, you can laugh at me.
I still don't think that Coach Hollins is anyone to be trifled with, and I think the net players would agree with me on that.
Oh, yes, I know they've got that one figured out. I do, too, as a matter of fact. The last thing anybody on the team.
Group in for the Nets. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Joe Johnson. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Donald Sloan. Jarrett Jack is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bargnani. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down. A perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season. And as you can see, even during.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17. Also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Robinson gets to Jack. 11 feet away. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Jack's got 8.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense. And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17. Also, 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
Pick by Bargnani. Pass to Bogdanovich. From past the arc. Let's keep it alive. Robinson passes to Hollis Jefferson. And he dunks it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Dishes it to Freak. The 3. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Freak.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that. These threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
From deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. So we've reached the end of the first half of play.
Hey, Kevin, I've got...
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Santana is checked in for Brooklyn. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Damian Inglis is checked in for Monroe. Freak comes in for Antetokounmpo. Vaughn's checked in for O.J. Mayo. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. And Milwaukee, looking at who they got. Freak, he's in at 3. Vaughn is out there with Jared Bayless. Then it's John Henson. And it's Inglis in at the 4. Here is Bayless, defended by Jack. Henson with the screen. Bayless dishes to Henson. The Bucks working the ball around. Lets it fly from 18. Bayless's shot is off. Johnson missed. And so the Bucks take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let Greg Monroe. He's racked up a double-double with points and rebounds tonight, and that made the difference. A terrific effort on both sides of the floor.
Greg Monroe was doing what he does.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed.
What a life, eh, Freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, I'm living the dream. Bad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, Freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, Freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And then my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the Strip. Oh, stymied. He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy? Because he's dope.
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a 2-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, "Yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game." I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. So you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me, so naturally I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a 2-piece and a biscuit on his left eye. Hey, I don't know who hit him. And it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, but check this out, though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house, though. Yo, he's hot as ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost $100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Look, Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
You know, me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome, we always imagined making it to the pros, right? And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, like 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dab, high-fiving the teammates. Vic, he would act as an announcer. You know, he would introduce me, announce my name on the loudspeaker, and the Jumbotron would flash my image like a little guy dressed in long shorts and a jersey. And now, fresh off his 3-game, 62-point scoring streak, the youngest player to ever do so in NBA history, Frequency Vibrations. So me and Vic would sit in those empty bleachers at the Dome and dream like nobody's business. And now I'm living a dream. For real. And in so many ways, Vic was part of that.
Please, listen to me. I mean, I know this guy's your dude from way back.
Look, me and Vic go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
That's good. We go way back. Did you say front seats?
Front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
We go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac. Well, Jiminy Crickets. I'm going to be the hit once again at Herbie Allen's Sun Valley Shindig because my fellow billionaires love it when I walk and talk that talk.
So that almost sounds...
No, let me tell you exactly what it sounds like. I respect, admire, and most importantly, love you as a human being and a role model. But I pay you a lot. And I mean, I pay you a lot of money to play for my team. And I am in this game to win it. And you can't win it with an albatross around your neck like Vic. So Vic is done. History. And here's some more lingo that I picked up from a former megastar who used to play for me several seasons ago. Thought I would never release him until I did. And now he's the sixth man on a struggling team in Venice. And yeah, I'm talking Venice with the canals and the gondolas and Harry's Bar, not the street ballers next to the fortune tellers on the beach in Cali. This guy used to tell me when he thought there was a player destroying our team, don't be a hero, cut that zero. And that is what I am telling you about Vic, freak. Don't be a hero, cut that zero. The only thing Vic brings into your life is headache and unwanted and unnecessary negative attention. And it will begin to affect your mindset. And when it affects your mindset, it's going to affect your play. And when it affects your play, it's going to affect my team. And when it affects my team, it's going to affect my money. And if it affects my money, Google Translate will become your new freaking friend. I want a championship ring, freak, and I want you to help me get that ring. And banners after banners hanging from the rafters in this arena. So, freak, hear me clearly and hear me good. V, G, Vic, gotta go! Handle your business. And remember, that contract you signed contains a morality clause, a very important clause that revolves around your conduct on and off the court, and how it can negatively impact my team. Now, I don't want you to have to learn Italian or Croatian as a second language. And hey, playing pro ball overseas, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arenas are nothing like this, nor will the money be the same. And on top of all of that, this is the U.S. of A., the greatest freaking country in the world. ask yourself, is Vic worth all that? Think about it. Think long, think wrong.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We actually, we have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You could see even Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
Big road trip coming up for the team, and it all starts tonight. If we can set the tone with the win here, it'll make a huge difference. The team's ready, and I know I'm ready. So I guess the next step is to just get out there and get it done. I feel like this one's on me, though. So time to earn my stripes.
It's home to Tinseltown and the Lakers, Los Angeles, California, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the Staples Center. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today. Here is Bayless. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State, setting the floor for the Bucks. Freak, he's in at small forward. Parker and Henson, the duo inside. Jared Bayless is out there with Chris Middleton.
Move the ball. Stick it to
Feeds to Bayless. Stolen by Clarkson. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. The score now all even. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
Freak kicks to Bayless. Henson with the screen. 6 to shoot. Freak passes to Bayless. Parker outside. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, he's not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Pass to Brown. Jacks up a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and it had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
There's Freak. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they brought that comes into play.
Williams, no luck. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. And they never figured out how to attack the defense in that one.
Parker drives in. A beautiful reverse layup. Parker's got his first points in this one.
And this is an important game for him. I mean, he's back in his hometown. I think he could be a factor. He's around friends and family, getting that good home cooking as well. That usually comes with that. And I think when you're playing against any team, and even though you're on the road like this, it's not really
Freak comes in for Parker. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Chris Middleton. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Jared Bayless. On the court for the Bucks, Freak in its small forward. Mayo out there with Carter-Williams. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Monroe in at the 5 spot.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Carter-Williams with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Here's Mayo. He dishes it to Freak. Launches it. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
An East-West showdown, only one of 2 games between these squads.
And because of that, the time is now to seize control of the matchup. We'll see who strikes first.
4 on 3s, they bring it up. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors provided a nice lift. He picked up 5 points and added a couple of rebounds with that. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
Well, there may be some questions for a while about D'Angelo Russell. People will guess which position he's best at in the NBA. You and I saw him firsthand playing for the Bucks. I mean, he is a terrific talent.
Yeah, he really is. I think he's an old-school guard, Kevin. He can play with the ball and be effective, or he can play off the ball. He's got a really bright future. Love watching him play and grow as a one-year college guy at Ohio State.
Hibbert with the screen. Russell kicks to Hibbert. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And guys, one thing that stands out to me about Russell is how good
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been...
Well, Roy...
The score, your Lakers, 34. The Bucks, 32.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Some changes for the Lakers. Robert Sacre comes in for Roy Hibbert, and Lewis Williams subbed in for Bryant. Milwaukee also making some changes. John Henson comes in for Plumlee, and Freak subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Russell is out there with Williams. Then there's Robert Sacre. Then there's Nick Young, and it's Randall in at the 4 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Rockets.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as they shoot, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
No, it's certainly not going to be your night shooting that 40. And so often when that happens to a team, it's hard to get out of that funk once you get into it. Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Russell dishes to Sacre. And again, Nick Young. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first. Yeah, last season, but to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everybody by surprise.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Pass to Young, picked by Randall. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. kicks it to Sacre. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. They grab their own miss. Randall no good.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
From 11 feet away, the shot by Middleton, wide open. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Russell passes to Williams. Russell kicks to Randall. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Randall's got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Middleton dishes to Freak. The Lakers with the rebound.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Carter Williams. Russell with a wide open look. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Carter Williams, the pass to Freak. Screen by Monroe. Young with the steal. Pass break, the Lakers. Here's Williams. The rebound by Middleton.
Move it, move it.
Bucks trail by 5. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. Freak with it. Russell's there. Freak dishes to Carter Williams. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Clark, when you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7.
And so the Lakers take the win. It was a fair.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Let's take a look. Kenny, what did you think?
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because...
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Color I care about is green, money.